Hi, girls.
Hi,
Hello,
mommy.
yeah, mommy.
Hi, my viewer, because you're the most important. And they said hi, girls, and they don't do that.
Your viewer. So
we-
you agree you have just one viewer?
One viewer.
No, you don't say
This is
viewers.
one and only
You
viewer.
see, you
Yeah.
guys don't understand TV. It's personal.
So
You
what
don't
if there
say
are like 5
viewers.
people watching one TV?
That's why you don't say viewer. You make it personal. You make it seem like it is you I
Titi,
want.
stop covering up your shell.
No,
You shelled on live TV.
Oh my!
Because I also
How many
say-
books have you read? No, how many books have you read? Oh my!
Really? Did you just really go there? Wow.
This chick, man.
Wow. Anyways, what Titi said is true. Hi, you are all welcome to the blog on Cool TV. You are all.
I was gonna know.
All.
I didn't say you are
All.
welcome. It's just one now.
What
She
is there
said-
5 watching one TV?
She said you have to make it
So
personal.
5 of you watching that TV, you're all welcome
No,
to
no,
the
no.
blog
This is
on
not
Cool
personal.
TV.
I don't. It's the same way you said this guy dished out public apology today. All the girls have
I
said
said,
out there.
I said,
Yes.
Why did you say I said
You
it?
say this girl that I hurt, this viewer that is watching me, I appreciate you. I've read
I
books.
reject
understand
viewer
the way
that
TV
is
should
watching
work.
us.
I'm not just
You-
sitting down here on TV by accident or by coincidence.
Sing to that effect.
No, I refuse to snap to
I'm not
this. I
snapping
refuse
that
to
one.
snap to this. Really?
Snap your finger.
Okay, this is the blog on Cool TV, and it is, or it should be, if it isn't already, your favorite talk show in the world. Because you won't clap at me.
Oh my God.
Well,
Just came on the screen. I swear. His name.
Today is a Freaky Day Thursday. Freaky Day Thursday, yes.
No.
When is a Freaky Day
no,
Thursday?
no.
You can put
No. Why is it a Freaky Day Thursday?
because you're allowed to put anything on the screen. You can as well see Beyonce on the screen.
They call it
or my
Random
name.
Thursday.
Oh, Random Thursday. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Save that for
Don't
Friday.
steal the shine away from Friday.
All right, look, we are your favorite entertainment talk show, and we talk any and everything entertainment inclined and give you our fresh and honest opinions. But of course, we don't like to talk alone. We like to hear what you have to say too. So our social media portals are Facebook and Twitter at Cool TV the blog. That is facebook.com/Cool TV the blog, Twitter at Cool TV the blog, and use the hashtag
Love to blog.
And if you want to send us any personal stories, pictures, or videos that we can feature on the show, you can do that via email. blog@cooltv.cool is the email address. And we're going to kick off the show with a what's new. Because you know we got to know what's new.
Yay!
Thursday.
Okay, so it's Thursday, and you know what that means. It's
Time.
why am I saying so cute in my head? It's your fault because it said Thursday. All right, it's what's new, and we tell you everything that's new, everything that's happening, and the joints to definitely be this weekend, and sometimes beyond. First of all, we have we're going to start off with events, and we have you covered. I'm going to tell you why in terms of not just in Lagos, because I get accused a lot of just concentrating in Lagos, but where my Abuja peeps or people, I can't do this. Okay, where are the
Titi,
Abuja
yeah,
people?
chef.
Yeah, Abuja people.
Ranka Dede.
And of course, we also have you in, I think it's Port Harcourt or Enugu sorted as well. Lagos on Thursday, actually today, this evening, all those who love poetry, spoken word, there's open mic poetry, if I could put it that way, but it's called Loud Thoughts Poetry Open Reading. Now, it's an avenue where young Nigerians come together, the finest poets, and it's open mic too, so if you write and you'd like to also share your piece of wisdom and depth, through the art of poetry, then you should. Thank you, Kel. Thank you, Gloria. That's up to you. Obviously, we know those who cannot write to save their lives.
But they can sing.
Even poetry in Nigeria. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's not a Nigerian thing, but you see them. The vine that goes up stays there. But why? Am I sitting here with the blog ladies?
Anyways, if you want to hear that and, a lot more, definitely make your way down. You can send us a tweet or a message to find out where it's happening tonight for live poetry. Then in Abuja tomorrow, it's a bit serious, but very, very important as well. Abuja Premier Mixer. Now, this is an avenue for young professionals, people who want to build their careers, to come together and network and, probably get ideas from other people. You can meet, exchange leads and referrals too. So if you're in Abuja, definitely make your way down there on Friday tomorrow.
So it's a business exchange.
I
not
knew you
a-
wanted to say something.
No, I'm just saying not a leap exchange or that's sugarcane exchange.
No,
or-
it's not.
Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't even try to point out the white person inside and say, why is she there? Titi, Titi.
No, you know this is at Abuja. You have to tell these girls. Because that white person that is there, business will leave his brain by the time they...
So we want to build you socially and also in your business as well. But I think we're going to have something for you next week. There was something this week, but we weren't sure we really put our blog stamp on it, so we decided not to put it in this week. But next week, if you have an event in Port Harcourt or Enugu or even Zamfara, let us know. Now, movies to see this weekend. Now, this is Universal, so anywhere you are, you could go and see these movies in your local cinema.
Even in Zamfara.
Even in Zamfara. They do watch movies. Only that the ladies caught like a bit of hole in the eyes or something.
But
too.
where do they see it?
Do they have a cinema in Zamfara?
I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, you're just making that up.
They have a port.
just go
They
on.
cut,
Let's
they
just
cut
go on.
holes in there.
Okay, Zamfara people, we love you. Right, movies coming out this week in Hollywood. Cinderella. I wonder how many Cinderella movies they're going to
It's
do.
not like she's black, well, like Brandy was.
Yeah, Brandy was.
So what's so fantastic?
Disney
Brandy was a Cinderella.
Yeah, she was a
That
Cinderella.
was a Cinderella that part.
And it was 10,000.
Whitney Houston.
10,000 Cinderellas, man.
Yeah.
But with Brandy's long mouth, how did she make it to that?
Okay, right. The next movie you should definitely see, and avoid long mouths. Black Hats. Now, this is a new movie featuring Chris Hemsworth and Viola Davis. So it's coming out. Trust
He deserves
me,
all the snaps in the
they
world.
are not snapping for the movie. They're snapping for the gorgeousness that appeared on our screen a few seconds.
Is there any gorgeousness in Nigeria?
Oh, they're,
Even right here in
An
Agui
actor,
TV.
actor, like Nollywood actor.
Yeah, Jim Ike is gorgeous.
Oh, I know. I
what?
like Jim, but not. I know
he's not gorgeous. No.
Oh, he's
But
hot.
he's not.
He's
I
handsome.
said that for his many fans, the people that
OC,
could be
KJ.
dying.
No.
No, he's cute. He's not gorgeous.
Guy.
Wow.
Gorgeous. What is it? Gorgeous.
Wow, lady.
Gorgeous.
The gorgeous.
How about RMD, even though he's old?
With his big bum bum, really.
But he's a
Please.
fine man.
Why are you looking at his behind?
It
him?
just looks like he packed a lot of, that thing, that
You saw
feces, a lot of feces inside it. Ugh.
Okay, how about Blossom? Blossom, he's a new guy.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
not
he's
too new.
gorgeous.
He's gorgeous.
This one, his name is Blossom. Wow. Gay. Blossom.
We didn't say that. And remember, guys, views that are expressed on this platform are the individual views
Titi.
of the anchors. Okay, yeah, she did that. Okay, back home in Nollywood, we have a new, well, not quite new, but quite, interesting, The Black Silhouette. And it features legendary Joke Silva and Ivie Okujaye. Yes, Titi, your lips, you can pick up your mouth from the floor. Okay, something happened. But yes, featuring Joke Silva and Ivie Okujaye, a ghetto senator is about to make history. And, you can find out about that at the movies. Second, The Duplex. The thing
Again?
is, yes,
There's
I
a
was
movie
going to
called
say there's
Duplex,
a movie
though.
called The Duplex, and I really hope that it is not
Not the same thing.
the same thing.
For an American movie called
Yes,
Duplex.
an American movie.
Is this a Nollywood movie?
Have you guys seen the Nigerian version of Simba, Lion King?
No,
Desmond Elliot and Choma Chukwuka.
Are you serious?
who was the lion, please?
It was
Wait, hold up.
Desmond was Simba.
Did you introduce this thing or just started playing?
This is the duplex.
No, this is a Duplex.
Did you introduce it or just started playing?
But she called it.
Abi?
Are we audible? Cool, let's go.
Introduce it.
She just started talking about it.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, did you introduce
I know what I'm
it?
saying.
Is what I'm saying.
We were, but I couldn't hear the voice. I wasn't sure if you were playing it as a background to our...
It's a spiritual problem from your last visit to the village. That's what it is.
I will stay and die before you know there's something wrong with this house.
Whatever it is you're experiencing has nothing to do with this house.
Yes. It's everywhere.
Oh!
Adapu, you're scaring me. Listen!
This is not good.
Very bad omen. Why did you buy this house?
Your husband right now is so unreasonable.
Are you insane? Man, don't insult me.
But you know what the problem is. Why can't you just tell me?
I suggest you speak to your husband.
I'm not seeing anything. I'm not going to hear anything.
Wow.
I had to laugh because looking at Gloria's face.
I never expected this.
I am a tanga thing. Huh?
What?
I was so afraid. Can't you tell?
Okay,
So have you been to the cinema where you see all these girls that come from one very, maybe a Momo show? They not come to the cinema, but something will happen, they all like, and maybe somebody actually kissed someone and they don't know how to react. They'll be like, and I'm like, it's not a horror movie, they just kissed. And she goes, yeah, it was scary. And I'm like,
what is the key?
Shout out to our Ogbomoso fans.
As in, I was going to say, stop mentioning places. Let them come to, come from your Ogbomoso people. But yes, finally, these are not scary videos. These are new music videos. There are so many of them that came out this week and nice ones as well. I was really thrilled to see some of them on the list. And we thought, rather than give you just one, why not put them all together at once so that you can have a feel of every single one of them. I'll just, list them out and then we'll go right to watching the videos. Woju Remix is out. Kiss Daniel featuring Tiwa Savage and Davido.
you mean the video or something?
Yeah, the video.
But why are they making a video for a remix? I don't understand.
Because they make videos for remixes. Then sometimes remixes are bigger than the main songs. So sometimes they just want to
Just leave Titi alone and just continue.
Okay, Gift featuring Don Jazzy. Don Jazzy is around. He's been around, Okay, Inyanya featuring Don Jazzy, but it's a gift to have him on the video, so, gift music video. Then Sade by Adekunle. Remember, he was here on a Friday, and I love the song. I really do. And Nawo. Sorry to my Yoruba fans.
Wow. G United will be so disappointed in this. Nawo.
No, featuring
No.
YQ featuring Olamide. Take it away and have tell us what you think of the videos.
Oh yeah, gift, put up the lights. Okay, that's it, one, baby, let's make some love tonight. Gift, put up the light, oh yeah, let's make some love tonight. Shall you feel the wind, as the breeze they blow, in the enter body, cause I dey catch it cold, oh yeah, gift, put up the lights. Okay, that's it, one, baby, let's make some love tonight.
Baby, let's get romantic. Make we solve mathematics. I know you like logistics. We go do some chemistry today. We go scatter the couch. From the couch to the bed. From the bed to the bedroom. Make some sweet movie for jacuzzi. Ooh, say what? I like the way you put down for me. Yeah, you know what's up. Sade, Oyana. Ó ti pẹ́ tí mo ti ń bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀, ó ti pẹ́ tí mo ti ń tó sí ẹ ò Ṣadé. Ọjọ́ ń lọ, ọ̀sẹ̀ tó lọ mo pé tá a ti Ṣadé. I dey beg you say make you marry me, you tell me say you no ready, hold ẹjọ́. Ọmọge dákun gbọ́ tèmi, jọ̀wọ́ má jẹ́ kí n lọ́kọ mi tí o. I love you, die. I need you, die. Owó tẹ̀ náà kò máa rí tán o. Owó tẹ̀ náà kò máa rí tán o. Ilé tẹ́kọ̀ òun jẹ́ ní wọ́n. Ọmọ tẹ́kọ̀ òun ní kò.
Àwọn ọ̀lẹ́sálọ̀ alábẹ́kan wọ́n ní pé mo fresh mo fi jọ anábẹ́kan àṣírí ẹ̀kọ́ òní tí lójú ewé àbájọ náà wọ́n ń béèrè rúgbọ́ ewu tí lélẹ̀. àpò ṣáṣá múra òfẹ́ rí ṣáàmà bùgà wáìkì ṣáàmà bùgà ọ̀rẹ́ mi. àmọ́ travel lọ sí London àmọ́ tó lọ Amẹ́ríkà àmọ́ màá lọ go come bí ẹni tó lọ Bàríkà. handshake pẹ̀lú àwọn olówó pẹ̀lú politician holy money gang we no be ordinary musician. I dey enjoy my life see all the ladies wanna be my wife. We dey kill every show we no dey use gun we no dey use knife.
Owó tẹ̀ náà kò máa rí tán o. Owó tẹ̀ náà kò máa rí tán o. Ilé tẹ́kọ̀ òun jẹ́ ní wò. Ọmọ tẹ́kọ̀ òun ní kò.
All right, welcome back to the blog on Cool TV, and we're about to get right into our stories because they are hot and ready. Drum roll.
Getting right into our first story.
Oh my
Wow,
God.
Titi.
Titi, one day we're going to do this show with you tied to your chair. Like we're going to tie rope around you. Sit there
I
like
will be
this.
very glad.
Very glad, very. All right, so do you want to sing us into our first story? If you can't be with the one you love, love the one you're with. Take it away.
You know what? When guys in church want to sing, they'll start by, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Gloria, enter with the treble. I enter with the treble.
Okay, time is up.
This is what the karaoke liar is.
Nollywood superstar Stephanie Linus got married to her boo, Linus Idahosa, a few years ago, and both have shown massive affection for each other publicly. Oh. They seem not to be able to keep their eyes, or maybe hands too, off each other, and Stephanie is very proud to show off their love on social media. Well, Stephanie has taken it a step further and has proceeded to advise the public.
Not again.
Yeah, everybody with their advice. So a recent photo posted on Instagram shows her looking loving and happy with her husband, and she captioned it, "Don't waste time trying to get people to love you. Spend time with those who already do."
Hey, but why? How come all the pictures are professional pictures? All these so-called public pictures, they can't get their hands off each other, but they are all professional pictures. So they walk around with a professional photographer.
We can email her and ask her.
Okay.
And she's on Instagram too.
Oh, okay.
Now, the question is this. Let's put a spin on it, okay? If you absolutely had to pick one, what would you pick? Would you rather be with somebody that loves you but you don't love? Or do you want to be with somebody you deeply love that doesn't love you?
I know someone that definitely loves me and I don't love. That one is because I feel you would grow into it. But you as a woman, especially loving a guy that doesn't love you in return, wow.
But when
That's
you're
some
so
heartache.
in love, would it matter to you? Because you
I
love
would.
when you
I
really,
would.
really love somebody.
And he doesn't
If
love
I
you in
had
return.
it,
Yeah.
If
Maybe
I had
more
it,
pain. All you care about
he
is
cares
being with
about you, just doesn't feel that deep love.
No, it's
I think-
painful.
What if maybe do you think he could come to, love you deeply?
So you'd
That's too
rather
much
be
of a
with,
ba-
with
gamble.
someone that loves you but irritates you and you can't stand.
Not irritating.
No, not
The thing
irritates
is,
me.
I think I was about to go with Titi's stance that usually when someone loves you or shows you love there's no how your heart, even if you don't get to a place where you're, violently in love with or crazily in love with him, you start to develop a soft spot for the person. No one can, except you are a witch, no one will treat you nice and you keep on your heart, your heart will be hard, It's nicer that way. We all deserve a break in life. Don't go through life after everything, you still be loving somebody that does not quite love you. It's nice to come home to someone who just adores you.
Why don't I just walk away and go and look for somebody that I love and will love me back too? Why do I need to be here?
I actually had a friend that told me once that he's a man, he's married, and he told me he loves his wife more than him, and that he would advise, or that he feels most times even his sister should marry a guy that loves them more than
they love
him.
him. I've heard that. And I've been told
I
that so
refused
many
before,
times.
but I actually agree. Trust me, women can fall in love so much that when the guy doesn't love you in return, as much as you love the guy, you will feel it that this guy, because you can tell, as a woman, you can actually tell when a guy likes you. That's why it shocks me when most girls are there deceiving themselves and it's obvious this guy doesn't just love you and you're still there. So it's painful when a guy doesn't
Don't say that too. When you're in love, they say love is blind sometimes. I know you don't really agree with that.
And it'll take over
When
your
you're in love, I said when you're in love, everything the person does is interpreted as a sign of, because it's like your brain is not all right at that moment. So the way you interpret things is skewed. So if the guy touches you, you say, you see, it's because he loves you, cannot really express himself, so he's touching you to show it. You start to, cook up.
But there's something my friend told me. Shout out to you, Tenny. Tenny told me this. She said, sometimes when you're with somebody and they keep on showing you that they love you, you start to somehow deceive yourself that maybe you could grow to love the person. Like, let me just be here. Maybe I could grow to love him. But one day you will wake up and you'll be like, look, why am I here? I didn't choose to be with this guy. He chose to be with me and he talks confusing you all love and everything. And then you start to resent him. And that almost loving him will now turn to every day you wake up and you're like, gosh.
But in Africa, especially, if you suddenly open your eyes and you see that you don't love this guy, you'll be 40 by then, but you will stay because there's no husband in the market.
There's no way to that is why it's best to choose. I'm not saying be with somebody that obviously doesn't love you at all, but yes, let the man love you more, but also love the man to some certain extent.
Because you'll be irritated.
Yeah.
You would be,
No matter,
kick him to
some
the
people,
curb.
actually, let's stop taking it for granted that women are soft and end up falling in love. Some cases, you die without loving the person, and it's such a miserable life to be looking at this man and thinking, ew, what was I thinking?
Maybe I should have just waited for Yinka. Maybe I should have just gone on that date with Toyin. Why Yoruba names though? I don't know. Okay, hit us up on Twitter and Facebook at Cool TV, the blog. Use the hashtag #LoveToBlog. Let us know what you think.
Thank you for brushing through the
now,
hashtag.
calm down. Can I be done? Can I be done talking?
You already said use hashtag #LoveToBlog.
In fact, for that, I'm not going to say it again. So the question again is this. If you had to pick one, would you rather be with somebody who loves you but you don't love, or be with someone you deeply love that doesn't love you? Now we're going to skate right over to our second story.
But not without us doing our hashtag. Ladies, what's the hashtag?
LoveToBlog.
Now the second story has come up, Gloria. What do you think? Should we take it or should we go on a break?
I think we should take it.
I think we should definitely take it. I sang.
Why did you follow the same line of tone that Gloria? Don't you know how to take it from treble to
She can do bass very well.
Yeah. Oh.
I think I
So now that you people have done Renegades and said the hashtag, in your mind you have done something. Rebels. Okay. Don't worry, I know where to catch you in front.
It's a democracy.
All right, diamond teeth for stone. Let me just explain this, okay? Grammy Award-winning singer Angie Stone is currently under arrest for knocking out her daughter Diamond Stone's 2 front teeth with a metal stand.
But she can put earring on the teeth like a Courage. You know Courage and makeup artist has earring on her
That's
teeth.
what I said. Some people...
All right, so that's Angie Stone, lovely, lovely R&B soul singer. The bizarre domestic incidents happened at Miss Stone's home when she got into a heated argument with her 30-year-old daughter.
Oh.
Who is a spitting image of her, by the way, for the way she left her room untidy and allowed her children to run around naked. Wow.
No, she deserves that knock for the 2 front teeth to be out.
According to police reports, the R&B star claims that her daughter threw the first punch and she was just trying to protect herself with the metal rod when it mistakenly hit her face and knocked her teeth out. Now, she said that she tried to run away when it happened, but her daughter still came after her. Now, her daughter, however, claims that it was no mistake, but her mom hit her intentionally. Both women were taken to the local police department, with Diamond being released without charges, while her mother, Angie, remained held, charged with the felony account of aggravated domestic violence. Wow. That is her mugshot right there. She does not
She
look
looks good,
pleased.
though. Is it just me?
Yeah, she looks good, actually.
Even in the mugshot.
I mean, with time, she's actually aged
I mean, she's thinking,
gracefully.
well, how did
Yeah,
I
yeah, she
get
doesn't
here?
look that old and everything.
But
She
it-
is a pretty woman.
would you really, I mean, the lady is 30 and her room is untidy and her kids are running around naked. You know, there's a way you'll
In
be
her
so
mother's house.
angry.
In her mother's
In her
house.
mother's house. There's a way you'll be so angry, you'll black out, actually. It's possible the woman was so mad that she just had to hit the girl. It happens.
But it wasn't an accident.
Yeah,
But
I don't think it was an accident.
No, but they
it was
said that
anger.
the daughter actually punched her first.
Yeah.
Punched her.
Well, she didn't hit her.
The question, though, is this. At what age should parents stop disciplining their children? I say never.
I said as long as you're in my house.
House, yeah.
Especially,
disciplined.
exactly, especially if you're in my house.
Just
But
saying.
even if you're not in my house, if I hear that you did something and I make one phone call and I tell you to appear in my house now, you better appear.
No, once the person leaves your roof. I mean, she's 30. She shouldn't even be with her mom at the
With
first
her
place.
children.
Maybe she's falling on hard times. Maybe she had to leave her husband or something.
Okay,
Then she
fine.
should
Yeah, you
respect
leave your
herself.
children. I mean, you have
But
kids.
staying in
If
her
you're
mother's
30 and
house,
you're
right?
single in your mom's house, it's understandable. But even if you begin to respect yourself, because I know at a certain age, you begin to see things like your mom saw it. And so you become calmer, you understand your mom even more. But for you guys to have an argument where you're even throwing a punch at your mom, come on, it's too much. I mean, if you throw a punch at my mom will knock out all your teeth. I mean, she will, just because it's the US that she's
My
in
mother
jail
will
for
even,
this.
they would just see you thinking about it, and one slap would just the thought to fly away from your head.
I think, imagine in Nigeria, you go to the police and say, my mommy beats me and knocked out my front teeth. They will knock out the rest of it. They actually arrested her mom for beating her. Of course, that's another thing we need to recognize. The fact that it's no longer a mother and daughter situation. It's two adults living in the same house.
because she's
So that's
30.
where the conflict is, and that's where the problem is. The lady, like Titi said, if you're living with somebody, and whether your mom or something, you get to a certain age where you start to irritate the person, and then you're not misbehaving. The person is probably feeding you, clothing you and your children, and you still want to be mouthy. You have to respect yourself. Forget the fact that she's your mom, and she has that responsibility to you. Mothers get tired too.
Yeah. So, but as long as that child has left your house, I think a mother or father should really chill with the discipline. I think here in this part of the world, right, because children don't get to be as independent quickly as, say, in other parts, parents tend to be a little too, I don't know if it's just my own experience, parents tend to be a little too hard on their grown kids. So I think when your child gets to that level, you should give that respect. But if that child is in that house, though, I don't know, it's crazy. For you to take a metal stand and knock her out.
I think that's a bit too
That's a bit
much.
extreme, but I think she
But
should,
if
she
the
should still
daughter
be
actually
disciplined.
threw a punch at
Punch
her,
first.
then yeah, she deserved to defend herself and hit that child and let that child know, look, I'm your mother. But I think when it comes to disciplined children, though, yes, if the child is still under your roof, you sort of kind of have, a hand in disciplining them. But even if they leave your roof, I think children should still show respect to their parents.
Yeah.
And, if you're with your child, even if your child has his own family or her own family, and your child is being outrightly rude to you, even at the age of 30, you slap some sense
a
into
little
that
bit.
child.
But this is not to talk down on people that are that age and are still living with their parents.
No,
but
we're not talking
we're
about
just
everybody.
saying at a point in your life you should become responsible. If it's true that her children were actually running around naked, her room was untidy,
Tidy.
then it's a problem. I mean,
Yeah.
it shows why you're in the state you are, living with your mom, with your kids at that point in your life. So try to be a bit more responsible if you're in the same shoes we had.
All she had to do was just kick her out.
Most
Fine,
mothers
she-
can't.
who
Most
has
Most
someone
mothers,
at
it's
the
hard
house?
for mothers to say, with your children, go and...
But you knock her out with a metal stand.
It wasn't planned. It was
exactly.
And our mom's been knocking us out back home a lot. I mean,
At the age of 30.
turning Gary, something.
Friend, will you shut up there?
Horrible.
Hit us up on Twitter. At what age should a parent stop disciplining their children? Our Twitter handle is @CoolTV the blog. We're also on Facebook, CoolTV the blog. There's a page over there. And use the hashtag #LoveToBlog.
Also
Thank you,
forgiving.
Oh, and
No, you're
Kel,
not
and
forgiven.
Kel did it too.
It's a false sense of forgiveness. We're going to hear on a break. This is still the blog on Cool TV. We'll be right back. right, welcome back to the Blog on Cool TV. We're going to go right into our third story. Coincidentally, all our stories are about women today.
Female empowerment. Women's International.
This is the International Women's Day. The women that kept you in her tummy for 9 months, some people 1 year, and pushed you out from that small hole, and you come out and you begin to insult her.
So who
Something
keeps
is
the baby
wrong
for
with
1
your
year?
head.
That was deep.
Did you say someone carried a baby for 1 year?
I know someone that carried for 3 years old.
my sister was in my mom's
Long
womb for
term.
11 months and 2 weeks.
Yeah, I remember. I remember someone.
Did she come out with teeth?
Actually, no, but when she came out, see beating, different people were beating her. See, it was her fault. When she got
Right.
What?
And this one, her
like
stomach
a
was
fetish thing
extended.
or-
No,
Everything. Yeah.
even my grandma just didn't like her because of it. Like when they gave birth to her, my grandma went and slapped her bum as if
Maybe because is there like a
Was
superstition?
it she wasn't crying when she came out? Or what?
My own daughter. I mean,
well,
that's her daughter.
when
that
she
you
came
put
out,
through.
because she stayed so long, there was a way her skin was like it was a bit scaly, so they had to wash her. She was in tummy for a long time and stuff. It's not fetish. It happens to some people.
I hope y'all don't use it against her. Make
No,
jokes.
no, but my grandparents used it against her. They beat.
Yeah. Okay. Thankfully, our second story is not about children being in the womb for more than 9 months. This is 20 Shades of Curves.
Gloria, stand up and show them your 20 shades of curves.
I can just sit and show them.
Effion, can I stand? No, I guess not. Okay, go on.
What curves you want to show us?
What do you mean?
Sit down, sorry.
Wow. Titi. That's why.
Do you want to see your curves? You can show your curves like Gloria sitting down. This is curve here, curve here.
What are you?
Yeah.
You're beginning to throw shades to her.
20 shades of
An Hollywood actress, Omotola Jalade Ekende, is celebrating 20 years in the industry. Nice. Through the years, Omotola has not only been celebrated for her beautiful face, but also for her very sexy curves.
More sexy.
What some people consider sexy curves.
She got really steamy on the cover of a magazine as part of her celebrating her 20th anniversary in the game, and already has tongues wagging. Wow.
Is this a steamy picture? Nigerian Sha.
Look at her stomach, though.
If you
Look
see
at
your
her
mom on the
tummy.
cover of a magazine
It's
like
not
this.
bad now. She's covered. The thing she tied is covering.
Could your
it.
mom do it
Could
at
your mom do this?
Adalgo?
There's nothing wrong. Do you know, even though I consider her bomb a trailer, it does not mean I'll to speak against this picture.
Okay, all right.
Right. Steamy, meaning not steamy as in bad, steamy and it's very sexy.
It is.
Okay, so the 36-year-old mother has vowed to remain a sexy mother for as long as she lives. And some people approve her sexy cover, and some have nasty things to say, referencing the fact that she's a mother and should tone down the sexiness. I say, you go, girl. You got it, you flaunt it. The question, though, is this: how far can a mother go with the sexiness, regardless of whether or not she's an entertainer?
I just have to say it's a shock that Nigerians are always willing to talk and throw tantrums here and there. Meanwhile, they will be the first people to look at the picture, number one. Number two, she's a married woman, and her husband has the right to say whether she should be sexy or not. And the man calls her almost sexy. So it's her business. I mean, if she wants to wear pants and bra and take picture, it's not your place to tell her not to be sexy. If her husband thinks he's happy with it, if he enjoys her being that way, fine. Please, I don't say anything wrong with
See,
it.
do you like her, don't you?
No.
You're a fan.
Actually, I don't even think she's even almost sexy. I think she's almost big.
Look at
No.
her. I think she's almost
I
sexy.
think she's really
almost
sexy,
hot.
and if I had her body, I would
She's
be
super
wearing
hot,
crop
yeah.
tops all over the place.
With the bomb that is all over the place.
Oh, no, that is
And
a
some people are even saying that was
nice bomb.
photoshopped.
Of course it
Yeah,
was.
it was Photoshop.
The
trust
waist, I don't
me.
really trust the waist sharp.
No,
Please,
I know her waist is small, but it's not that small.
When her musical
Except
career
she has
was
been doing
going
some
on,
exercises that we don't know
when her
about.
musical career was going on, did you used to see, like, there was a tight stuff she wore to perform on set when she was, all the girls, them shaking them, but they, as in, she looked horrible. It was really bad. Like, every, not fat, like, extra skin.
Cellulite.
Yeah, it was showing in the pants that she wore. She's actually, that one was photoshopped. It's
Very,
obvious now.
very
Well, we don't know what
Photoshopped.
she's been over the year. Maybe she's been doing some waist training.
No,
doing some,
that was heavy. And
skin tight.
that's also an issue I have because a lot of people have almost sexy as a role model. You know, we spoke about this just a few days back that people have a false sense of what a celebrity should look like now. You're thinking that out of 4 kids and she looks this hot, almost looking like the sun. And that's a false representation because no human being, okay, let me not say no human being, she does
they're
not,
human beings.
no, they're human beings. She does not look that way. Another thing is that, to be honest, we're raising a generation of Kardashians very soon. It's true, we're going to start having mothers competing with their children. Let her allow her children to shine. I'm not saying she should look young. No, they're teenagers. Her first child is almost 17, 18, boys and girls. So she should try and, I'm not saying, of course, look nice, look hot, but also allow all these tummy showing and sexy covers for the
magazine
children.
cover. It's not like she's walking up and down the road dressed like
She
that.
does work around like that.
Okay,
Oh.
do you have proof of this?
Yeah, we do.
Pictures.
No, that's her image,
That's
though.
her even. She's almost sexy and she does not leave you in doubt anytime you see her.
Ironically, when she first started, I think before she even started having like more than one, well, she had one child when she started or something. But before she started having like 2, 3 kids, she was actually quite conservative. And then somehow when she started blossoming, she just likes to put it out now.
Maybe she just wants to
I'm
show
an
that she's
advocate
getting-
for if you have a beautiful body and you're comfortable with flaunting it, then go ahead and do it.
But I think there should be
whether
a
you're
limit.
70, whatever, if your body is nice and tight, then go ahead and live your
For
life.
those that compare their wives, they go, almost sexy, see her body at this age. No, she still have given birth when she was 18, 17.
And she does not look that way either.
So no, when you start giving birth early, your body
I'm
bounces
even saying
back.
she doesn't look, I mean, if you're looking at
You
the
can't
video,
tell.
Yeah, but
you're
her
looking
body is
so-
not so far from that picture, though.
She's hot, though.
She
The
is.
lady's fine.
She-
I can't-
she
You know,
is.
it's just
Let's
like coming
give it
out
to
to
her.
say
She actually
Tools.
is.
It's just like coming out to say Tools is actually that cover. Remember when Tools forgot her
It's
girdle?
not. Have you not seen
Her
pictures?
body shaper. We saw what happened to Tools. The tummy popped up like 10 months fibroid.
I've seen some pictures of Omotola without a lot of work done, like maybe at
Yeah,
events, and it's
actually,
not.
this picture is old.
But
I
you know,
Yeah.
do you know the thing?
And
You
it
can be
actually-
so sexy without revealing skin, though. Do you know there's a way you
Yeah,
can be?
true.
There's a way you can be like, look at this fine mother. Like, you can be so freaking hot without necessarily showing it. I'm not saying, I'm against people that do it, but I think if she maybe, for instance, if that dress she was wearing, that leopard print, whatever, imagine if it was a little longer, it wouldn't have made a difference. She would have still been hot.
Exactly, she would have.
That's just my
Let
point.
us know what you think. How far can a mother go with the sexiness, regardless of whether or not she is an entertainer? Our Twitter handle is @CoolTVTheBlog. We're also on Facebook @CoolTVTheBlog. And always, always, always use the hashtag
Love to blog.
If you have any personal stories, pictures, videos, send us an email, though. blog@cooltv.co. Now, it's about that time when we get it real. We take you to that real deep spot where you hear little snaps and Titi Layo, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to move away from the carnally minded people and worldly people that show their skin and talk about sexiness and husband and move to the real.
And husband, husband is carnal.
Okay.
No, you're on your own. No. Husband is not carnal.
Really?
But no, husband is a big carnal because remember, if you want to serve me, you don't have to be married.
What?
Okay, child adoption. Sorry, today.
Wow.
Now, even though in recent times more people are getting open to adopting children when proven to be incapable of procreating and even in their ability to procreate, we cannot deny that some people still dwell on some beliefs which enlightened individuals like us would consider superstitious. For example, Africa encompasses people from different cultural beliefs, religion, and tribe, which means different beliefs about different situations. Now, some believe there is nothing better than having your own flesh and blood. Others believe the adopted children might grow up to be demonic or might be coming from some marine world. I've watched a movie like that. I've watched a movie like that. Trust me, the adopted child was demonic. It was not a child. They adopted a girl of 50.
That's why people are believing these things.
Okay, sorry. Okay, this is not to say that there are no people who understand adoption better than the illustrations we use. But what exactly are your thoughts on child adoption? When does child adoption become necessary? And what are the negative impacts of adopting a foreign being into your home?
I wouldn't say foreign being like an alien. That's what it sounds like. I know, yes, most of these Nollywood movies do portray that sometimes when you don't know where a child is coming from, then we come with some demonic, possessions. But it actually does. It actually does happen. But I think apart from worried about the child's spiritual background, you should also be worried about the child's physical background. Like the parents that gave birth to the child, do the parents have any diseases that this child could inherit when they grow up, grow older? Could they have any disabilities, any mental disorders in the family? I think those are also important when one is adopting a child. And I don't know if the adoption agencies in this country keep like proper records of the child's family.
We don't even have proper records of Nigerians. Talk of a child's family.
That was quite funny.
Yeah, and remember that sometimes you find these children at the, by this street, on the street, so you have no idea where they're coming from. So we're not in countries whereby adoption is that popular, or children, maybe I got pregnant at a young age, so I want to give up my child for adoption. At the moment, most of the children that are given up for adoption are children that they just saw, just lying around. So that to trace their history will be quite difficult. I think that's where the issue
What would you now say to people that are incapable of procreating? Because we have so many people that have been declared barren in Nigeria, but are just staying there till they turn 100, hoping on some miracle to happen.
For a child adoption.
I say do your research. Thorough. Even though, like you're saying, we don't have record keeping, unfortunately, I go abroad and hire,
well, they come here to adopt.
Like the Madonnas are doing.
But they come here to adopt. I mean, how many Nigerians, not to say racism still exists, please, you're a black person from Nigeria, I want to go abroad and adopt a white child. Really? Please.
Okay, but let me now play devil's advocate, right? I think when you're a parent, it's a thing of faith. How do you know the child that you're bringing is not demonic?
Exactly.
You understand? Because do you think because you're safe, what if the child goes to school and eats winch, in quotes, like they say? Anything can happen. So if you're going to bring a child, you have to, first of all, just take away your mind, because if the person were your child, you won't be able to pick what color of eyes, if the child would be a star, if the child might go into drugs. You just have a child and love the child throughout or through whatever the child is going to face. It's because we have the choice to say, okay, now I'm going shopping. I don't like the way that one's father's head was. Maybe his head would be like a mullet or something like that.
But adoption should not even be that simple, though. Is it like super easy?
Yeah,
it's not supposed to be that simple.
Yeah, it's not that, because they're going to make sure you're capable of sending the child to school. You can bring up a child and you're loving.
The child has a loving home to grow up in.
It's just that most times, people bribe their way out here and there. People buy children now because we have child-bearing factories.
I think it happens everywhere. It's not just in Nigeria that people go through the back channels to get a child.
Yeah.
But I think when child adoption should become necessary is if you really have a longing in your heart for a child, and unfortunately you're not able to give birth to your own child. I think yes, do your proper research and pray.
But what do you do when you now have an adopted child coming into a home where you have sane children, and the adopted child grows up to be destabilizing your children? What would you do?
That's why I said, even if I do adopt, my kids have to have been grown, married, and gone. Then I can maybe try to help a child or two. But I don't know if I'm able to, by God's grace, have my own children. I don't think
bring
I can
another
adopt.
child in.
It's too complicated.
I used to say that, and people said, oh, no, I want them to grow up together and feel. I said, no, that if I would like to adopt, but I would do that when my children are out of the house. Number two is because I'm human. Let me not lie, sometimes my affections may be more obvious towards my children.
Exactly.
Because
So how would
I
the
have that
adopted
bond.
child now feel?
I don't
You
want
always
affection.
feel like the stepchild.
But if we claim that we understand the God that we serve and we love, there should be no difference between the way you treat an adopted child and your child. If you say let your kids grow before you adopt a child, it's already obvious you're saying you're not adopting this person as your child. Because if you're adopting the person as your child, you should be able to raise that child with your
But
children.
even with your own children, you have favorites. And sometimes it affects them the way when they're growing up. You know obviously that my mother or my father favor this one. Then remember, it could also be something that you have nothing to do with. So the person may always have that
What if the
mentality
adopted
that...
child not even turns out better than your own child?
Yes.
and it's still your child. Who could have told that Nicole Richie
And then how your own
was
children
adopted?
now feel like,
the
they
first
just
time I
love
heard,
this one anyhow.
the first time I heard Nicole Richie was adopted, I was like, what? This girl, and she was following Paris, oh, rich kids, blah, 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 and she's adopted.
It's our own idea of adoption. When they adopt, many people abroad, they see them as their children. There's no difference. Look at I feel sorry for Angelina Jolie's children because I feel like she treats her adopted children better than she does her own.
Perhaps
kids.
to overemphasize.
And she's had the adopted children before she even had her own children.
I mean, I'm sure she means well, but also you might be conscious of people looking at you like, are you being nice to these children? And you might even now neglect your children in the process because you're trying to impress people. It's I commend those who do
slope.
Okay, I mean, these ladies are deep. Well, this is when I love you. You guys are deep.
Did you really think we were deep?
Yes, you guys were all deep. Okay, so tell us what you think What exactly are your thoughts on child adoption? When does child adoption become necessary? And what are the negative impacts of adopting a foreign being into your home? Now, we posted this on Facebook, Cool TV, the blog, right?
Yes.
Or the blog Cool TV. Just search for us on Facebook. You'll see us there. Post your comments. Send us an email. Cool TV, the blog, yes. Send us an email, blog@cooltv.cool. Tweet at us, Cool TV, the blog. Use the hashtag always.
Love to blog.
All
Back
right.
to you, Kel.
Final words, ladies. Let's
Also
wrap this
weak.
up.
That's right, back to you, Kel.
If you have any foreign being living with you, be it a help, be it an adopted child, please learn to treat that child properly.
Very true.
Very well. Thank you. We pledge peace.
You know, just in the same vein, I feel so passionately about that because we can be very selfish as human beings and treat someone else who's not ours like rubbish. But remember that they're human as well. And if you cannot love someone else, then don't even bother bringing them into your home.
And then if you're trying to raise your children or if you're dealing with kids that are already grown, showing them love does not mean inflicting injuries on them. You can correct your child and hit your child without inflicting injuries on them.
Yeah, I'm going to sing, let there be love shared amongst us. Let there
How come
be
I'm the only one that
love
doesn't know this song?
in our hearts.
What?
I don't know this song.
All right, on that note, we will see you same time tomorrow, 3 to 4 p.m. Goodbye, good night, God bless. How can you not know that song?
You don't listen to it.